Do you balance your model on some strategically placed paint bottles? Or turn it over on its back to work on it and break things? Hello everyone, welcome to another video here at the Empty Sprue. I'm Brian, and today I've got a great tip for you. You work too hard on your model to have the paint scratched, gun barrels will break, or the landing gear sheared off. So today I'm going to show you a quick, easy, and cheap way to avoid any of that kind of damage. Keep watching to the end, where I'll reveal a bonus tip that could help your chances of winning at the shows. Find a box that will allow the model to rest in an area free of landing gear or gear doors, stuff like that. I found that 2.5 inches is about the right depth to allow enough clearance underneath for landing gear and ordnance. You can find pool noodles at the dollar store for $1. Cut 2 pool noodles the same width as your box. Cut all the way through the whole length of the pool noodle. If you have a contour gauge, you can use that to get the shape that you need. If not, you can just guess. To get proper clearance, these are going to have to be removed. If the box you found is long enough but not wide enough, you'll probably want to cut out the sides of the box to clear the wingtips and any ordnance that might be hanging out there. If you found the noodle holder useful, leave me a hashtag noodle holder in the comments below. This noodle holder is also great for working on landing gear underneath, putting on ordnance on the wings, anything you have to do underneath. First you got to cut 2 slots
in this case for the Hornet. For single-tail aircraft, you would just cut a slot in the middle of the notch at the back. The noodle holder also makes a great parts catcher for when you're working over the top of it and drop stuff. Prevent your parts from disappearing by sealing up the seams with some tape. To keep the noodles from sliding up, put toothpicks through the noodle and the cardboard. Trim off the ends of the toothpicks. I found that model kit boxes are usually just the right depth, and usually about the right size. But their downside is they're just not very rigid. They certainly can still work. For some prop type models, you may need to use the rear edge of the box and a third noodle. And how can the noodle holder help you to win at the contest? By strategically placing a few toothpicks at an angle and a few rubber bands tied together, you can use them to hold your model down to the poo noodle and transport your model to the show. No more broken transit problems. Hello, Blue Ribbons.